Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, sir. My name is Selviza Namira. My identity number is 42324210003. So today I'm gonna presenting a case study on the challenge in learning vibrations and waves due to the lack of interactive technology-based media. I chose this case because many students struggle to understand these concepts because they are abstract and difficult to visualize. Like traditional teaching methods often rely in explanations and static image which may not enough to fully grasp the material. So in this presentation, I'm gonna explore why this issue exists and how it affects students' learning outcomes and how interactive media, specifically scratch-based simulation, a more engaging can provide a more engaging and effective way to teach vibrations and waves. So I'm gonna discuss the benefits, challenges, and key takeaways from this case study. So let's begin by understanding the background of this issue. Thank you, yay, thank you guys. I finally had your hand. Oh my god, look. So I'm gonna explain the background why I choose the background of my case methods. So from the book Learning Media by Arsha 2013, em- empa- emphasize the importance of using instructional media to enhance students' conceptual understanding and motivation in physics learning. Many students struggle with physics because the concepts are often abstract and difficult to visualize. Like I said before, right? So without the right learning media, students may feel disconnected from the material and becomes less engaged. From Munadi 2019 state the effective learning media should facilitate the comprehension of abstract physics concepts through interactive approach. In traditional physics learning, teachers often rely on explanations and static diagrams, which may not be sufficient for students who need more visual and hands-on experience. From Kadir 2016 explains that Scratch as a visual-based application can improve students' systematic and creative thinking skills by using Scratch. Students can interact with digital simulation that allow them to see physics concepts in action, making learning more engaging and effective. Then from journal, I find a study by Fatma and Partana 2019 shows that technology-based learning media can enhance students' problem-solving skills in solving physics problems. When students use interactive simulations, they are required to think critically and apply concepts rather than just memorizing formulas. This is by Fauha and Rossi, 2021, states that interactive learning media can improve students' cognitive, affective, and psychomotor aspect in physics education. This means that students not only understand the material better, but also develop confidence and motivation in learning. Then Intana et al. In 2000, I'm sorry guys, this is so noisy here. I know, I'm sorry. Intana et al. 2018 mentioned that scratch-based learning has been proven to increase conceptual understanding and students' active engagement in physics learning. And students who use scratch-based simulation can manipulate variables and see the direct impact on wave behavior, making it easier to grasp difficult concepts. Then, so I can think that many students find the topic of vibrations and wave difficult because they cannot see the wave motion in real life. Traditional teaching methods like lectures and textbook explanation often fail to provide a clear understanding. Using Scratch, students can experiment with wave motion through digital simulation where they can change amplitude, frequency, and wavelength to see how each variable affects the wave. A project-based learning approach can be integrated where students are given tasks to create their own wave simulations using Scratch. This not only helps them understand the concept but also develop their creativity and problem-solving skills. Now, I can we can see the biggest challenge in learning vibration and waves is that students struggle to visualize how waves move and interact with different factors. Without interactive media, they rely solely on theoretical explanation, which can be confusing, right? The lack of engagement in interactive media in classroom contributes to student disinterest in physics. If they don't find the subject interesting, they are less likely to invest effort and understanding it. Scratch-based media offers a solution by allowing students to actively manipulate and observe wave behavior, helping them build a stronger conceptual foundation. Now, I'm gonna explain the intended outcomes. So the first is identify why students struggle with understanding vibration and waves in physics. Determine if interactive media like Scratch can make learning more engaging and effective. Provide teachers with an alternative teaching tool that make physics more accessible to students. Okay, then I'm gonna explain the challenge. So the first, I'm gonna tell about the advantage. As we know that Scratch provides a way to visualize abstract concepts in a fun and engaging manner. Yeah, one of the biggest difficulties in learning one of the biggest difficulties in learning physics, especially topics like vibration and waves, is that students cannot see this phenomenon directly in real life. Like traditional learning methods rely on text-based explanation, blah, blah, blah. It's really boring and students cannot understand about the concept. Like what I said before. But with Scratch, students can create and integrate with animations that simulate how waves move, making the learning experience more immersive and enjoyable. Yeah, students, Gen Z, like it. Then students can interact with wave properties, adjusting variables like frequency and amplitude to see real-time effects. Yeah, understanding wave properties such as frequency, amplitude, and wavelength can be challenging when only explained theoretically. Students might memorize formulas but fail to comprehend how these variables actually influence wave motion. Scratch allows students to experiment by changing these variables in a simulation. For example, when they increase the frequency, they can observe the waves getting closer together, while increasing the amplitude makes the waves taller. This direct interaction helps students build a more intuitive understanding of wave behavior. The third, hands-on simulation helps students develop deeper understanding and improve problem-solving skills. Yeah, active learning is proven to be more effective than passive learning. When students engage in hand-on activities, they are more likely to remember concepts and apply them to real-world situation. Then the challenge and difficulty. Yeah. The first is not all teachers are trained to use cards, and training programs may be needed. Like while Scratch is a user-friendly platform, it still requires some level of technical skills to create and use basic simulation effectively. Like many teachers may not have experience with coding or interactive media, so it making it difficult for them to integrate Scratch into their lesson. Without like training, it may be difficult. So the second is some schools lack access to computer or tablets, making it difficult to implement this approach for all students. Like in many schools, especially those in rural or underfunded areas, access to digital devices like computers and tablets is limited. So if students do not have access to these tools, they cannot use cards to engage in interactive learning, right? And the third is students who are not familiar with coding may need extra guidance in using Scratch. Yeah, although Scratch is designed to be beginner friendly, some students may still struggle with basic coding concepts such as creating animation, using loops, or setting up interaction. So without proper guidance, students may spend more time figuring out how to scratch rather then focusing on the basics concepts, they are the on the basics concept, right? they are supposed to learn. Teachers need to provide step-by-step tutorials or pre-made class projects to help students get started. Then, as established practice. First, professor teachers mostly use whiteboard diagrams, lectures, and printed images to explain wave motion, but these methods were not very effective for all learners. Because traditional teaching methods in basics often involve explaining concepts using whiteboard, so teachers typically discuss waveforms and level key properties such as amplitude, frequency, and wavelength. While these methods can be helpful for some students, they are not always effective for everyone. Many students struggle to visualize how waves move and interact with their environment. Since waves are dynamic phenomena, static images fail to fully represent their motion, making it harder for students to grasp concept. Additionally, physics lectures tend to be heavily theoretical. If students do not have strong spatial or abstract reasoning skills, they might find it difficult to connect the explanation with the real world wave behaviors. This can lead to disinterest and lack of engagement in the subject. Second, some schools attempt to use other simulation tools, but they were often too complicated or not accessible to students outside of school hours. So, recognize the limitation of traditional teaching. Some schools have tried using digital simulation tools to make physics more interactive. For example, software like PET, interactive simulation, or advanced physics modeling programs have been introduced in some classrooms. Another issue, accessibility. Some simulation tools require installation on school computers, meaning students can access them from home if students only have limited exposure to these tools during class. Their ability to reinforce their learning outside of school is as restricted. Church Scratch is a more flexible and user-friendly tool that allows students to explore wave concept at their own pace and experiment with different scanners. Yeah, Scratch offers a simpler and more intuitive alternative to complex simulation software, unlike other tools that require advanced knowledge. Scratch is designed for beginners, making it easier for both teachers and students to use. One of Scratch's biggest advantages is that it allows students to actively create their own wave simulation rather than just observing pre-made one. By coding and manipulating variables such as frequency, amplitude, and wave speed, students gain a deeper understanding of how waves behave. So since Scratch is accessible online and free to use, students can continue exploring wave concepts outside of school hours. This so this flexibility enables them to learn at their own pace, experiment with different conditions, and revisit concepts whenever they need reinforcement. Then, key points for effective practice. So, the first is interactive media is essential for making complex physics concepts more understandable. Yeah, abstract topics like wave motion are difficult. Hey, you're so noisy. The first one, interactive media is essential for making complex physics concepts more understandable. Abstract topics like wave motion are difficult to grasp through static image or text-based explanations. Interactive media such as Scratch allow students to visualize and manipulate wave properties in real time, making learning more engaging and effective. Second, teachers need proper training and research to integrate technology effectively into their lesson. Like, even the best digital tools are ineffective if teachers do not know how to use them. Providing training and support ensures that educators can confidently implement interactive media in their classroom, maximizing student learning outcomes. The second is students should be encouraged to explore and create their own simulation rather than just using pre-made ones. When students actively build their own wave simulation, they develop deeper conceptual understanding and problem-solving skills. This hands-on approach makes learning more meaningful compared to passively observing pre-made simulation. Cause let me know if you need further refinements. Then then we can see how many students do like we cannot just judge them, because we can teach them how to learn waves and vibration. Now the last one, recommendation and conclusion. The first is scratch-based media has the potential to significantly improve students' understanding of vibration and wave. Like what I said before, traditional teaching methods are boring and make students difficult to understand, right? So Scratch allows students to visualize and interact with wave properties, making learning more engaging and intuitive. Right. The second is schools should provide access to the necessary technology and training to ensure that teachers can effectively use this tool. Even though Scratch is a user-friendly platform, its effectiveness depends on how well teachers can integrate it into their lessons. School Schools should invest in training programs to equip teachers with the necessary skills and ensure that computers or tablets are available for students. Without proper resources, the full potential of interactive learning tools cannot be realized. Third, future the third is future research will explore the long-term impact to interactive media on physics learning and how it can be expanded to other physics topics. While studies have shown that interactive tools like Scratch improve engagement and understanding in the short term, more research is needed to evaluate their long-term effectiveness. Additionally, Scratch-based learning can be extended to other physics topics such as electricity, force, and motion to create a more interactive and technology-driven learning experience across the subject. I think that's all I can tell about my presentation case method. Thank you.